What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video where today we're going to be looking at TAEYONG with his Ghost performance video. I'm actually very curious because it doesn't seem like this MV actually has a proper MV to it, so this is all we have. Anyway, I would just say before we start with the video, like always, if you have any suggestions on a video show me to check out next, put them in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoy the content you see right now, all you have to do is make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I would just say let's jump right into the Ghost performance video. Alrighty, let's see how scary this video actually is. The first thing I want to say already from the start that when it comes to cinematography, it's very simple, but I love whoever is controlling the lighting. They really know how to imitate thunder. Thunder is always a nice element to film. Just playing with the lights, I mean, not really filming thunder because we do not see any storm or anything crazy. It's pure light magic. Bit of a glitch effect going on in here and there. Hold up, was she literally just hiding underneath the... What is this even? A chair? A bed? I can't really say what this is, but it's actually very interesting that she was just hiding there, being part of the performance. But I already have an idea. She's like the ghost underneath the bed. I like that. I like the resemblance of that. I like the illustration of that. Nice. And then she's gone again. Really nice. We all know those creepy feelings, you know, that you have your little toe sticking outside of the bed and then something else is gonna grab it. Yeah, it's this video is doing a good job in really visualizing what's actually happening. Really nice. Also, I want to give a heads off to the clothes that he's wearing. I like the red. I like that this actually stands out a lot from everything else we see on set. You know, everything is black or white or has this bluish tint on it. It just looks really nice. You know, it makes sure that we actually are focused on TAEYONG. Really good. If you look in the background, you can see a bit of a warping effect there. With, you know, the elements being a little bit wider at times, a little bit stretched. That's only because they're using this effect where basically if you go in post, if you're zooming in reality, so my camera is coming closer to the subject, what they're doing in post is actually, they're actually doing the reverse, so they're pulling backwards. So what happens is that the video stretches awkwardly, and they're doing this multiple times actually over the entire video. I mean, just have a look at it. Have a look at some of the elements here in the background. Do you see how it's sometimes warping a little bit wider, a little bit longer, and that's all because of that effect. It's all how you can play with lenses. It's a phenomenal effect. I really like it. I tried to master it. I mastered it after some time. It takes some time to know what you're doing, and it shows that all these shots are actually planned also with what they want to do in post-production. Actually very nice. Here you could see it actually very clearly. I mean, just look at the background, how distorted it's going to be, okay? Just look at all the white elements. And it also shows why they actually have a reason to be there. You know, these elements are there to really show that distortion happening on screen. There you go. I didn't even realize, but all of a sudden we got these red curtains in the background. But nice, keeping the colors. It's just really nice to look at the choreography as well. No, but we're keeping everything the same, you know, keeping everything balanced on the shot. Really nice. And the word that I'm looking for is actually consistency. So the one thing I can tell you guys is that it's really hard to stay consistent on set. And that's purely because if you're a creative, you always have 1,000 ideas. And even though for a creative, they might say, well, it looks boring if we're just keeping with the same colors, with the same thought, with the same, you know, what we're throwing on screen. They always want to add more and more. Sometimes doing less is actually more difficult than doing more. And yeah, just want to point it out. So here it's very clean. And I wonder how they came up with the entire thought of it. I like what I see though. It's really nice. Camera work is also top notch. It also plays a little bit with the entire performance that we see going on. It all just feels as if I'm watching a dream. So they really like playing with that glitch effect. I just want to call it the glitch effect. But basically when we see his face, let me go back to it. I think it's going to be here. Is it going to come? I want to look for the specific... They're not going to... Wait, where is it? There we go. So basically here we have this effect as if, I don't know, he's going through another dimension. I don't know what they want to call with this effect. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But what I want to say is that it just looks really, really cool. But they're doing it a little bit too much. It's a little bit distracting, especially for it still being a performance video and not an MV. And it maybe is something they want to compromise. They want to make it an MV, so they want to throw in some special effects to make it look good. And it's a shame because I really like the choreography. I like the set itself. You don't have to go crazy with these elements because everything else is simple. It's okay if they just focus on this without all the crazy effects. I wonder if that LED wall, by the way, in the background is a must. I don't really think it adds too much, in all honesty. I bet they just had the budget for it. They want to have a bit of a lightning effect going on. I don't know what it's trying to display because it's always covered. Let's actually go back a little bit. Maybe it actually, yeah, it shows lightning, a little bit of fire. But like I say, it doesn't really do too much. It just looks like a simple LED wall there just for it to be there for the case of nothing. Not my favorite, but hey. If it was there, why not try to use it? But it's not a must. Really beautiful transition. Like in this case, using these effects, you know, this glitch effect for transition, I think it looks great. I think it looks good. It's very nice. Looks like at first if we're going through different dimensions again. A bit of a ghost vibe is there, which is really nice. But don't just throw them randomly through the set. It doesn't really do too much for it. You know, it's just throwing it there again for the case of it being there. Oh man, the hands really do it for me. Like, if anything, the hands really are the elements in this video that grab me. For example, this scene, what I like about it is they are focusing purely on those hands. I mean, if we look at the girls themselves, they're not really scary. They're really just there because they're performers as well. But look at the camera. It's not focusing on the women. It's focusing on the idea of the hand crawling onto your leg, which is really just a bit eerie. I like that. I really like that emphasis. So yeah, guys, that is TAEYONG with his Ghost performance video. Now, what do I actually think of it? Now, in short, it's a really good and simple MV. It really shows the performance. You can also see that they're trying to structure this more or less as if it was an MV. Like, some of the effects were maybe just too much. They didn't have to repeat them. I get it. You know, once you have the asset, you might as well want to use it as much as possible, but it's not a must. And what they did into this video, you can see that they did a fantastic job. Or it's maybe that 10% of effects that were just not needed. In addition, I think they could have maybe just make the extra dancers, so the extras, a little bit more scary. They were a little bit too plain, but then again, it could be purely because of the audience that they're aiming for. They don't want to scare them. They want people to enjoy the video rather than to be scared and not give them the idea as if there's really a monster underneath the bed. What they did with their hands and the idea of crawling up, they did a fantastic job in illustrating that. We all know that feeling. We don't want our foot to be out of the bed and get scared. But yeah, guys, that is the analysis of TAEYONG and Ghost. What do you think of the MV? What do you think of the song? I think the song is actually quite chill. I actually like that. I like chill vibes lately, and this really does it for me. And of course, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, like always, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and like I already said at the beginning of the video as well, make sure to put your recommendations down below on what you want to see next. And of course, make sure to join the Discord. The link is down below as well. We have a lot of different channels with a lot of different topics, so please join in, be there, and I'll catch you on the next video. Guys, I'll see you then, and stay safe.